y'all, welcome back to the channel, me and Carl. So, in the last video, I introduced my classic 1978 Ford Thunderbird, right here. It's seen a lot better days, but the plan is to get it working, get it back on the road. I also introduced my garage, which has also desperately in need of work, okay? Garage decor, paint, the whole nine. So I have a whole series planned on doing that, and I said I want to get a car running before I can do a garage, because if not, the car's in the way. So the reason why I haven't started on the car yet is because it's cold. So this morning, my wife's car, my 6.5, was sitting right here, and when I crank it up, I looked at the temperature. The temperature in this garage, according to the my 6.5, was 47 degrees. The temperature in the house, according to the thermostat, is 70 degrees. See that big difference there? And the only reason why is because these doors are not insulated. The temperature outside, this morning when I got up, the temperature outside was 20 degrees. I don't like that. So we're on our way to Lowe's to look at garage installation kits for the garage doors. And hopefully that fixes the problem. And this will be step one. This will be video one in the series of our whole garage decor. So grab the car keys, let's ride. Now, real quick, as far as paint goes, I don't know. I don't know what color I'm doing. I don't know what design I'm doing. I have no clue. As you see, I started here with a whole design, and I'm not sure we're gonna keep this or not. Don't know what we're doing. All I know for sure is that this ceiling is gonna be black, okay? That's all I know. That's all I know. Ooh, I also know I need another coat. I'll be right back. There we go. Need that. We warmed up to a nice crisp 33 degrees. So I was talking about earlier how the garage doubles as our gym. That's where we do all our workouts. So if you've been watching the channel, you know I'm on a crazy workout plan, trying to get in the best shape of my life by the time I turn 40, which is just in a couple months. It's not a new plan. It's something I've been on for about a year now. Anyway, I have been slacking, okay? Just to be 100% honest. The last week or so, I've been kind of slacking due to two reasons. Number one, I was sick, okay? So if you've been watching the channel, you know I've been sick. I don't know what it was, though. It's crazy. Imagine having the flu and COVID both at the same time, and then testing negative for all of it. So I have no clue what it was. But though I don't know. Anyway, so imagine being sick like that and trying to get over being sick like that and still wanting to work out, trying to keep your workouts going, but having to work out in a freezing cold garage. It's not gonna work, okay? So I've been slacking. Either I've been taking the dumbbells to the dining room, working out in the dining room, or just skipping my workout for the day. And that's unacceptable. So it's another reason why we want to go get these installation panels, and hopefully this fixes the garage and keeps it warm. Now I could actually get some garage heaters. Might be a good plan as well. And I'm sure that would help out a lot. Yeah, this is why I like coming to Lowe's, Home Depot, and hardware stores. Look at this truck. So this is the bumper that I originally wanted for my truck right here. That is sick. That is actually the exact bumper. So it has Raptor badges, and clearly it's not a Raptor, but that is a clean truck. Wow. All right, so I don't know who you are, but let's talk. That is a clean truck. Oh, it has the brown for the King Ranch. So this is a confusing here. It's a King Ranch Raptor with off-road bumpers on it and fender flares. I love it. All right, this is the paint section, and nobody's here. Okay, this Lowe's and Home Depot are not the same. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that. I was hoping the Raptor F-150 King Ranch would still be here by the time I left, but he's gone. All right, this is what we got from Henry, the #1 choice professionals, garage door installation kit. So these are the instructions. Tells you what tools are required: ruler, utility knife, tape measure, and safety glasses. Measure each length between vertical A and vertical B, which is left to right. Cut each installation panel. Break off the installation where you cut it. Insert access installation behind the vertical rails. Okay. guessing that means here. So put the extra piece here that you cut off and fit the rest of it in there. Okay. And last one is insert the insulation panel between horizontal C and D. Okay. With the channeled or groove side facing the garage door. The channeled or groove side facing the garage door. This kit insulates most standard 8-inch or 9-inch garage doors. That's 9 inch, that's foot. 8 foot to 9 foot garage doors. Okay. So basically it's going from here to there. You put an extra piece in here. Notice on this side you have an extra section there and an extra section there. So I guess you, I don't know how you're gonna figure that out. We'll figure that out. And then you got screws here that I'm sure are gonna be in the way. So figure it out. First thing we need to do is measure this distance because these are, of course, a little longer. So 44.5 there. It's not even, but there we go. 44.5 there. So we're gonna cut there and we're gonna have a lot of excess. So anyway, we have enough to fill. I was worried about these here sections here, but you have enough to cover that one and that one. So when you put it in, I guess we'll see it later on, you're gonna have to bend it so that it goes up under this section and into that section so it fits snug. I thought there was gonna be tape on it, but there is no tape. So it's supposed to fit really snug so that it won't like fall out. We'll see. So here's one of our panels. It's literally just foam, and it kind of makes me think it's just like shipping material. And you know, you buy like boxes. You know, you have a box, and you get like stuff like this. This all it is. It's just some foam. It's gonna insulate with garage. Yes. Okay. All right, so we made our first cut. Not the straightest of lines. I made a mistake, but it's not a big deal. I cut from this side, the foam side, and first did like a little cut, which was really jagged. And I went back and cut this side, which I should have cut this side first. Understandable. Doesn't say that in instructions. Just cut the smooth side first. Okay. So before we put the big piece in here, we have to put the access over here in this that little hole there. So I measured it. It's approximately almost 2.5, a little bit over 2.5 inches. Oh, sorry. It's a little bit over 2.5 inches, or right at 2.5 inches almost. So we're gonna have to cut these. I have to cut 2.5 inches planks, pretty much. 2.5 inch planks to fit in those. So we're gonna need 4 on this side, 4 on that side, and then you're gonna need 4 extra ones to go in here. And these are actually smaller, so we have to measure this to see what the space is in there. But it's a lot of cutting, and I have just a box cutter. It would have been nice to have something a little longer. They suggest using a utility knife. I don't have one. I have a box cutter and I have a X-Acto knife, which should be smaller than this. So use what you got. All right, I started fitting this one and realized it's probably fitting this. Okay, cool. Voila. And there you have it. There's one. Only took me 2 minutes to do the one. We have a lot more.
Mommy's back.
Yes, Mommy came home and opened the garage door. We're working on it. Love you, Mommy. You know those people who want to take all their groceries in at one time, one try, one take, all at the same time? I'm those people. Let's go. I can't do it. I can't do it. I tried. I can't do it. I missed 2 bags. 2 bags. I tried. 2 bags. 2 bags. It's okay. Meanwhile, my wife is still sitting in the car talking on the phone, and I need to close the garage door so I can finish the garage installation. But I don't want to close the garage door because it's kind of rude. She's sitting right there in the car. I'm going to close the garage doors. I think she's paying attention, and I think she just opened it back up. All right, where was I? I'm tired. She's gonna open it back up when she's ready to come to the house, but that's whatever. All right, we got one side done, okay? It says can be installed in less than an hour. Emphasis on the word can be. It's been an hour and a half. So, so it's not that bad. Anyway, got them done. One piece of advice, make sure your straight edge is on the inside here. Like you see here, that's a straight edge there. The side that you cut should be on this side so that it won't be seen. It'll be tucked behind here. That's a mistake that I made here. So this is how it's gonna look if you don't do that. So this side should have been over there, but it's more of a hassle to take it out and put it back on than it is to, I might just leave it there. We'll see, we might get to it, come back to it later on after we finish. So we got this side done. We gotta do that side. It's gonna be a little more difficult because this is in the way, but we'll get to it. It's still cold in here. It is still cold here, but it actually feels a little better. So I didn't expect a drastic change, but it does feel different. So it's still cold in here, so I'm gonna do a quick workout. What I wanna do is I'm gonna take my dumbbells to the dining room and I'm gonna do a workout in the dining room. That's what I've been doing anyway. So we're gonna do a quick workout in there and then we're gonna come back in here and we're gonna do our little test. So we're gonna get the temperature of the Mazda. So that's how we get the temperature in the garage like we did before. We get the temperature in the house, we get the temperature outside, and we'll compare and contrast. And that was the point, just to see what the difference is. Hopefully these panels make a difference, a bigger difference. But like I said, it's still cold, but it's a little better, a little better. By the way, this is my workout hoodie. Don't talk bad about my hoodie. This is my favorite hoodie. This is my workout hoodie. I wear it every time I work out. So, as I was editing this video last night, I thought about a couple things for our experiment. Now, I didn't plan on doing a full experiment when I first planned on doing this video. It's just supposed to be an install, and that was it. But I kind of want to know if it makes a difference numbers-wise as far as the temperature goes. So that's why we did it all. And I figured if I want to know that, then maybe you guys might want to know it too. That's why we're doing it all. Now, I was a little skeptical. I didn't think it was going to really make a huge difference in here because, like I said, these panels, this is the access we had left over. These panels are just foam. So I wasn't really sure if it was gonna make that big of a difference, but it's actually a little more comfortable here than it normally is. So just on that initial effect, it's actually worked a little bit. Now, like I said there last night, I thought about this. There's some things that are not constant. The time of day isn't constant. I know the weather outside isn't constant. I know there's a snowpocalypse going on right now. I know. And then when you think about the garage, I was talking about it yesterday. I said the only thing that's not insulated are these doors. That is incorrect. I thought about it last night. This floor is not insulated. It's literally just a concrete slab for the garage floor, and it's actually very cold if you touch it. So that throws things off significantly as far as the garage. The second thing about it is there's no heat being introduced to the garage. That's the difference between the house and the garage. There's no vents in this garage at all for heat or air, which would have been nice. But so that makes a huge, huge difference. Last thing, if you look right there, see that crack there? That is daylight. So, right, so that's an opening. It's not fully flush with the trim. So that's where air is coming in. And it's the same thing with this. Actually, this door is actually worse than that door because this door gets used more often than that door. So, like I said, there's a lot of things that aren't constant. So anyway, we want to check our figures and see if it made a difference. All right, let's see what we got. So just like yesterday, you're just gonna crank it up. The garage doors have not been open all morning. So that's one thing that's constant, okay? So let's check. according to our calculations here, according to the Mazda, it is 51 degrees in this garage. 51 degrees. Right, the constant for the house is still 70 degrees. The thermostat has not changed, it's still set on 70. Now, I can't calculate all those numbers in my head, but it seems like we might have went the opposite direction. Give me a couple of minutes to calculate, okay? So I may be just a little confused, but you guys help me out. These are the numbers. All right, so today, temperature inside the house is the same. It's constant at 70 degrees. The temperature in the garage today is 51 degrees. So it's 4 degrees warmer in the garage than it was yesterday, which is great because that means the panels are working. It made it warmer. Not exactly, okay? The temperature outside is different. Temperature outside yesterday was 20 degrees. The temperature outside today, right now, is 35 degrees. So it's warmer in the garage than it was yesterday, but it's also warmer outside than it was yesterday. So it seems that the installation panels are working, but then again, they're not working because the temperature outside is different. Now, also, we're talking about the temperature. Let's talk about the conditions outside. It wasn't windy yesterday. Today it's windy. Today it's ice and snow and freezing rain and sleet everywhere. So there's so many factors here that make it different. So what we're going to go off of, you typically go off the numbers. I'm going to go off of how it feels. It feels better in here. Okay, good enough for me. It feels better here than it did yesterday. Yesterday, I felt like I was freezing. I couldn't stay here that long. Now, I can stand here and talk to you guys with no problem. So the installation works. I just don't have the numbers to back it up, okay? Check this out, though, right? So the way this house is constructed, there are rooms right above this garage, of course. These rooms are typically cooler, or should I say colder, than the rest of the house, and it's very significant. You can actually feel the difference when you walk into the room. Last night after I put these panels in, the rooms right upstairs were super warm. And I mean, they were, compared to normal, they were so warm. So the installation works. Maybe not necessarily for this room, but for what's upstairs, it definitely made a huge difference. And it was to the point where I actually had to turn the heat down because it was so warm up there. Now, that leads me to the pros and cons of having insulation panels. They're supposed to save on your energy bills, your heating, your air, by keeping the heat or the air inside the room. So, like I said last night, I had to turn the heat down. There you go. It's potentially saved on our heating bill because it made the rooms upstairs a lot warmer. The other pro to having these panels, it looks better. Before it was like a beige color, almost like that. It looks better. So that's another pro. The only con that I can give you for these panels is that it's going to make the garage door a little bit heavier than normal. And it seems like this garage door opener may be working just a little bit harder than normal. They're not that heavy, of course. Like I said, they're just foam. They're not that heavy, but it could potentially make a difference in the future. So we'll see. Pros significantly outweigh that one con that may not actually even be a con in the first place. So anything that's going to save us money is a win. All right, we'll take it. All right, whew. Yeah, the minute you get out here, you feel that cold. Ooh. All right, let's get back here inside. So next steps for the garage, let's talk about it. Next step is, of course, to clean up the mess, right? We got to figure out organization plans, and that's probably the next thing on the next plan in place. We also got paint. It's hard to paint with the way the condition of the garage is. So, like I said, organization is probably next. I was looking at sheds at Lowe's as I drove by, and they're expensive, y'all. Like I said, these sheds are at least $1,000 at minimum, unless you get like one of those little metal tin sheds that I don't really trust. Those are cheaper, but they're not the foundation of them is not as sturdy but they're not as sturdy is what I'm trying to say here. So that's what's next. As far as the temperature of the garage goes, the plan is I'm gonna look into some of those garage heaters. I saw some online that were not actually that expensive. So we have places where we can mount garage heaters in here, plenty of places. So we're probably gonna look into at least getting one of those, and that would probably help out a little bit. As far as the floor goes, I was talking about the floor. I would love to get some of those floor tiles that people get, so that at least you wouldn't be walking on the floor, you'd be walking on the tile, so it might be a little bit warmer in here. And those are nice too. There's so many designs, different colors you can get. That would be really awesome to set the garage off. But like I say, the first plan should probably be organization, because with all this stuff in here, you wouldn't be able to lay floors anyway. So there you have it. So if you guys enjoy these types of videos, let me know. Put in the comments below. If you like it, give me a like. Please do. If you have any advice, those who have garages that have built their garage, you have any advice, put in the comments below. Let me know. That would be awesome. I need you guys' help, clearly. So thanks for watching another video on the Car Keys channel. This is wild. Motivation Crew, that's me, that's you, that's what we do. I'll see you next time.